Hi, I'm Finn, and welcome to Speak English with Ease. If you're just starting or looking to improve, this podcast is designed to help you speak English with confidence and make every conversation feel easier. In this series, we'll cover foundational skills to build your confidence and help you enjoy speaking English. We'll explore how to get comfortable with new sounds, phrases, and daily expressions so English starts feeling natural. We'll dive into all kinds of tips on topics like how to talk in English accent, how to talk in English fluently, and even how to talk in English Bangla if you're bridging languages. If you're preparing for specific situations, I'll show you how to make an impression with how to talk in English in interview settings, or how to approach simpler conversations, like how to talk in English with baby, or how to express yourself casually with how to talk in English with friends. I know English can feel a little intimidating at first, but we're going to take it step by step. Whether it's learning how to talk in English with clients or how to practice at home, I'll help you understand how to talk in English properly so you can feel comfortable and prepared. For extra practice, don't forget to check out our videos on the Unlock English channel. There, you'll find guided exercises on how to talk in English for beginners and plenty of other tips that match each episode. So, if you're ready, let's jump in together and make English speaking a part of your life. Let's begin. When it comes to learning to speak with confidence, we're going to break it down into simple steps. First, let's focus on creating a positive mindset. This means telling yourself, I can do this. Yes, you can. Every time you start speaking English, remind yourself of that little phrase. Positive thoughts are like fuel, and they make a big difference in how we feel when we're speaking. Now, let's begin with all the English basics you need to feel at ease. This starts with simple greetings, something you'll use every day. Imagine saying hello or hi, such small words, but they make a big impact. These basic greetings are your first step toward real conversations. For more examples and greetings in English ESL, you can check out our videos on the Unlock English channel. You'll find many greetings in English grammar too, which help you sound natural and friendly. Getting comfortable with basic words. To build confidence, start with familiar words and phrases you can use daily. For instance, if you're learning English for work, focus on words like email, meeting, or project. If it's social situations, learn words for greetings in English, ESL, or other small talk phrases like, how are you, or nice to meet you. Choose words you'll use often to make them feel natural. Here's a fun exercise for getting comfortable speaking aloud. Try clip words in English. These are shortened words you can say to sound casual. Instead of saying photograph, say photo. Try it with friends, family, or even alone. This exercise will help you build fluency and confidence in English as you practice speaking up. Ready for a mini challenge? Pick a word you love in English. Practice saying it slowly, then try saying it in a sentence. Get familiar with how it sounds in your voice. And hey, what's your favorite English word so far? Share it in the comments. I'd love to know. Let's add some power words to your vocabulary. These are confident words in English like sure, certainly, and definitely. When you use these words, they help you sound more confident. So the next time someone asks if you understand, don't just say yes. Try saying, yes, I'm sure, or yes, definitely. Confidence comes from practice. One trick is starting sentences for presentation or for any talk with phrases you feel comfortable with. For example, today I want to share, or my favorite thing about. Practicing these openers will make you feel more at ease. This way, you can start any conversation smoothly, whether it's a presentation or a chat with a friend. Wow! Look at how much you're already achieving. From simple words to full sentences, you're taking big steps toward confidence. Remember, the more you practice, the more natural English will feel. So keep at it, and soon you'll be saying, I can improve my English with a smile. Chapter 2. Thinking in English. What does thinking in English mean? Thinking in English means processing your thoughts directly in English rather than translating from your native language. This skill is vital because it helps you speak faster, improves comprehension, and makes your conversations smoother. When you're thinking in English like a native, it's easier to express ideas naturally. Think of it as having a conversation with yourself in English. It's simple yet powerful. How to start thinking in English. One way to practice is by doing short exercises where you translate your surroundings. For example, when you're at home, think, I am opening the fridge, or it's time to make tea. These little phrases help you get used to thinking by English instead of translating each word. Another technique is thinking and speaking in English at the same time. Try this. Take a moment to describe what you're seeing around you. If you're looking at a tree, say to yourself, the tree is tall and the leaves are green. This is a great way to practice thought in English easy and get comfortable with basic descriptions. The magic of positive thinking. In English, positive thoughts can change the way you feel about speaking English. Simple phrases like, I'm learning, I'm improving, or even, I can do this, give you confidence. This is the power of positive thinking in English, and it can make a big difference in how comfortable you feel. If you're curious about how to strengthen this mindset further, try our Positive Thoughts in English chart on the Unlock English channel, where I go through different ways of staying motivated. Thinking in English exercises. To take it up a notch, try this exercise. Whenever you have a random thought, try to say it in English first. Even if it's just a thought about what you'll eat or where you'll go next, give it a try. Practice describing what you're thinking. This is called thinking in English practice. It's just like listening to a Thinking in English podcast episode, but you're the speaker. For those who enjoy learning with visuals, check out the Thinking in English video on our channel. It includes exercises where you can practice thinking in English fast and learn fun new ways to make English feel easy and natural. Chapter 3. English Reading Techniques. Starting with short texts. The best way to begin is by using short texts, things like short sentences or simple stories. These help you practice without feeling overwhelmed. Whether you're a beginner or need English reading techniques for kids, starting small can build confidence. Even reading a sentence like, "The cat sat on the mat," allows you to practice English reading simple technique and gradually get comfortable with English structure. Techniques for building understanding 1. Chunking. Chunking is one of the simplest and most effective techniques for beginners. Instead of reading a whole sentence all at once, break it into smaller parts. focusing on each part's meaning before moving on. For instance, if you read, "The student picked up the book and began reading," try to understand it as two chunks. The student picked up the book and began reading. This helps you understand sentences step by step. It's a great strategy for how to the English reading more effectively. 2. Predictive reading. Predictive reading is a fun way to boost comprehension. It's about guessing what might come next based on what you've already read. For example, if you read, "The dog ran toward the," you might predict words like park, house, or tree. This keeps your mind engaged and helps you pick up on reading techniques in communication English by learning to anticipate language patterns. 3. Skimming and scanning. These techniques are useful when you're reading something longer. Skimming is reading quickly to get the main idea, which is helpful for understanding the general message. Scanning is looking for specific information, like a date or name, in the text. These fast reading techniques in English can be useful in real-life situations, such as reading news headlines or looking at a chart. Reading techniques in English in class. What? You're reading in English like a pro. Look at how these simple techniques are already making a difference. Practicing chunking and predictive reading is a fantastic way to improve your skills. English reading skills for beginners can be easy and enjoyable with these strategies. Did you try chunking? Let us know how it went. If you found it helpful, leave a comment to share your experience with others. This community is here to support each other, so your insights could be just what someone else needs. For even more practice, check out the English Reading Skills app on the Unlock English channel, which has exercises on English reading, best tricks and tips on English reading tips for beginners. You can also find resources for English reading skills and public speaking, which are useful for improving both reading and speaking confidence. Chapter 4. Speaking slowly and clearly. The power of pausing. One of the best ways to improve clarity is by mastering the power of pausing. Pausing between words and sentences gives your listener time to process what you're saying and helps you control your pacing. Think about it. Why rush? Let's make each word count. Try saying, "I am learning to speak English." This pause between words makes every syllable clear. Learning to speak slowly and clearly is all about using these pauses to your advantage. Pausing also gives you a moment to think about your next words, so you're less likely to stumble or feel nervous. You don't need to speak quickly to sound fluent. Speaking slowly and clearly actually makes you sound more confident and helps your listener follow along. Techniques for clear pronunciation. Clear pronunciation is the key to being understood. Start with easy words and practice pronouncing each syllable carefully. For example, if you're saying, "Hello, my name is Ariel," break it down like this: "Hello, my name is Ril." By focusing on each part of the word, you'll start to speak clearly in English. This way, even if you're speaking slowly, your words will be precise and easy to understand. Here's another trick. Practice with phrases where clarity is especially important, like, "I need help," or "Please repeat that." By practicing these essential phrases, you'll feel more prepared and confident when you need them. This is a simple yet effective way to speak clearly and loudly when it matters most. Why rush? When learning to speak slowly and clearly, remember that there's no need to hurry. English speakers appreciate clarity, and taking your time shows confidence. So, how to speak slowly and clearly in English isn't about being fast, it's about speaking with intention. If you want to be understood, take a deep breath, slow down, and give each word the attention it deserves. Speak English slowly and clearly. To practice this, find a short sentence or phrase and say it out loud 3 times, each time a bit slower than before. Focus on pronouncing each word clearly. This exercise helps you develop a habit of how to speak slow and clear English while making you more aware of your pacing. For an extra tip, try working on your V voice in English, the vibration sound you make for letters like V and Z. These sounds can help you learn how to hold your voice steady, giving your words more impact. Why rush? Let's make each word count. Slow down, enjoy each word, and remember that clear, calm speaking makes a great impression. Chapter 5. Daily Practice Techniques. Real-world English. One simple but effective technique is using English in your real-life surroundings. Start by naming things around you in English: your table, phone, window, and so on. This technique, known as daily English practice conversation, is a small way to engage with the language without needing to set aside special time. You're simply bringing English into your daily routine. Try saying things like, "I'm putting my notebook on the desk," or "I need a cup of water," as you go about your day. Imagine each item you see is part of a conversation practice. If you practice this daily, it's a form of daily English conversation practice that gets your mind thinking in English automatically. Before long, you'll find yourself naturally thinking in English. Practicing with videos. Using videos is another great daily habit. Watching English videos helps you improve listening and pronunciation, and you can pause and repeat phrases to get the hang of them. Check out the Unlock English channel for practical videos designed for beginners like you. We have daily English language conversation videos and English speaking practice phrases that cover common phrases and expressions. Practicing with these helps you hear authentic conversation styles and pick up on intonation and rhythm. Listening to easy English phrases daily makes learning enjoyable and effective. Repeating these phrases out loud, as if you're having a conversation, is a fantastic way to practice speaking English every day. You can also play a video, listen and repeat English practice, and mimic the phrases. This listening and speaking practice helps build fluency without feeling like a chore. Keeping a journal in English. Another great habit is keeping a simple journal in English. You don't need to write long entries, just short reflections or a few sentences about your day. For example, write, "Today, I practiced English for 10 minutes," or "I learned a new word." Exciting. This daily practice of English conversation on paper helps you express thoughts in English. It's an easy way to practice writing and think in English while also boosting vocabulary and confidence. Writing daily also helps you remember useful expressions and idioms. For example, include a must-know idiom for fluent English conversation in your journal and try using it in a sentence. This way, you're gradually incorporating English expressions you must know for fluent English into your daily language. What's the first thing you'll describe in English today? Share it in the comments. It could be anything around you, a favorite item, a piece of clothing, or even a memory from your day. For more practice, remember to check out our daily listening English practice videos on the Unlock English channel. There, you'll find daily English conversation levels 1 and 2 that are ideal for beginners and gradually advance. Watching, listening, and repeating daily is a simple yet powerful approach to becoming more fluent. Chapter 6: Confidence in Conversations. Conversing with friends or family. Talking to people you know well is one of the best ways to practice confidence in conversation. Start with simple phrases like, "How was your day?" or "What do you think about?" These questions are great for sparking conversation. And remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's to get comfortable speaking English. Even short conversations can help you develop confidence in speaking and keep your mind engaged with English. Over time, you'll notice that speaking to family or friends feels natural, and you'll start to build the habit of confident communication. For example, if you want to ask a friend about their plans, try saying, "Do you have any plans for the weekend?" This question is simple and casual, giving you a natural way to practice confident speaking skills. With family members, practice phrases like, "How are you doing?" or "Can you help me with?" These are great starters for building confidence for talking in English without feeling pressure. Using positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is a powerful way to boost your confidence. Every time you start or finish a conversation in English, take a moment to praise yourself. Saying, "Yes, I did it," or "Great job," reinforces your progress and motivates you to keep going. Building confidence in communication is all about celebrating the small successes. Think of each conversation as a win, no matter how small. Maybe you used a new word, or you didn't pause as much this time. Those are all achievements. A positive mindset helps overcome the lack of confidence in communication, and you'll begin to see each conversation as a chance to improve. How to start a conversation confidently. Starting a conversation can be challenging, but with a few simple techniques, you can approach it with ease. For instance, using questions is a fantastic way to get things going. Ask open-ended questions like, "What do you think about?" or "How did you enjoy?" These types of questions encourage the other person to share more, making it easier for you to keep the conversation going. If you're looking to practice at work, you might try a phrase like, "Could you help me understand?" or "I wanted to ask about." Using these kinds of starters helps you feel more comfortable and demonstrates confident communication at work. The key is to make eye contact, smile, and use a clear voice. These simple actions help you sound confident in a meeting or any conversation. Yes, you're ready to speak English with ease. You've worked hard to build your confidence, and now it's time to put it to the test. Every word you speak, every sentence you form, each one is a step forward. You've built the confidence in a conversation to start, hold, and enjoy conversations in English. What was your biggest learning moment from this podcast series? Share it with us in the comments. Hearing from you is always inspiring, and your insights could encourage someone else who's on their journey to fluency.